what's up, guys? This is Andrew Smersek with Combat Art Training, and today I'm here with Jody, otherwise known as Weapons Junkie, and Max Lozana from Max's Path. So, subscribe to both of them on YouTube. Their links are in the description. What we're going to be talking about today is the Force on Force class that Prepared Patriot put on. Without going into too much detail, because we can't give away scenarios, but we can talk about the way the class went and kind of some of the things that we saw as role players. We all role played for it, and man, the students were very impressive. Now, if you're thinking about which force on force class is it like or something like that, we discussed it. It's like if you liked the fight, you will like this class. So they're not the same, all right. But if you like one, you like the other. So let's see, role playing. Get to role play a lot. It was basically, I think, just you and I that had role played before. But
correct.
I was like, dude, these guys, the other role players, did a phenomenal job right off the bat. It's kind of difficult to get into character sometimes. But what did it feel like this time for you in comparison?
Oh man, it was awesome. And like you said, we've taken force on force other places, and this, I said, it challenged your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Your mindset, it stretched you. It was safe, and there were amazing scenarios.
Oh, fantastic!
So for however, and all love to everybody else that's came before and comes after or whatever. But I loved it. We, locally we ran through it several times, and then you guys came in early, and we did some run throughs. And kudos to y'all, man. Y'all drove a long way, and man, I appreciate it. We had never hung out, and I'm really glad that we got to connect.
Yeah, me too, man.
And I'd gotten to hang out with Max before, but I was glad to see him here because last time he was in town, had the COVIDs, and we couldn't hang out. But as far as, sorry, not to ramble.
No, you're good.
As far as role playing, it was awesome because we all worked together. We all communicated. We talked. Mm-hmm. The number one thing is we all had a passion to make sure it went as best as it could for the students, and give them, that's what we were talking about, giving back to those that are on the path and, Max's path, on their own path, and want to, take that next step and go that next level. So yeah, it was fun hanging out with all y'all. Yep. We had Evan there, and we had Rev, and it was cool, man. It was good camaraderie, and I learned some things. Mm-hmm. And I love seeing those light bulbs go off.
Oh yeah.
And seeing the students' progression from the first day to the second day was huge. And just how hard that Matt and Patrick and Jerry with Prepared Patriot worked to put on such a good training. So yeah, I know I'm rambling, but
it's all good, man. There's no script to this.
Yeah.
So your first time getting to role play?
First time role playing. Hadn't done it before. I went in really nervous because the last thing I wanted to do was fuck something up for one of the students because you only have one chance.
Yeah.
Like every student only has one chance to have that first time reaction to the scenario, and if I were to do something to fuck that up for them, then I would be really pissed off at myself.
Yeah.
And in one of them, the gun crapped out. It wound up being that wasn't something that was directly my fault, although I touched it, so who the fuck knows.
Things go wrong, man, and that's like
Murphy's Law.
And I fucked up things.
Yeah. Like that fucked me up. I mean, my head, like I had to like okay, like you need to give someone else the gun, let them do the thing, because like I needed to step away at least for a little bit, because for those next couple scenarios in, like I was still kind of
I'm gonna interrupt you. So sim guns, blue guns, easily malfunction. Yeah. So I'm not trying to like. I just want to explain to people like he's not some dumb bear. I mean,
Well, I don't know about
he
that.
knows how. I mean, he gets how to run a gun, but those blue guns can be fun.
The force on force guns, they're finicky as shit, and those ones are brand new.
Yeah.
Still finicky as shit.
Right.
And they're like, what went wrong is he racked it and it caused a malfunction because they don't fucking feed correctly because they're not real guns. I mean, they're real guns, but they're not.
Right.
You know,
They're basically trying to do something that the gun is not designed to do as best as it can.
And it's good. It's way better than shooting an airsoft gun at each other. But anyway, sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted
but other than that, like it was an amazing experience. Like he said, seeing the light bulbs go off. It like you were saying, if you've taken the fight, take this class.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get the same lessons, but from a different perspective and a different look at things. It's basically like you've seen a movie, and this movie is maybe closely resembling that movie, but it's a completely different movie.
But it's like there may be like similar lessons, but it's like you don't like it's hard to recognize it in the moment. You know, it's like maybe after you analyze it, like for a while after, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, but.
And also like inside of this, like there was a moment that one of the students had that like really impacted me.
Oh, yeah.
Like the lesson that what hit her, what the way it hit her, and what she said. Once we realized what was going on, like it forced me. I already talked to my wife about it, but like it's going to force me to really think about the plans that me and my wife have in place if anything horrible were to happen. Because it's not something that I've never, maybe thought about it, but certainly never vocalized it.
Right. Yeah.
And then being able to see, and John Kranz, who's done role playing 1,000 times, same thing he said to me. And, you get to see everyone else, so many different people go through it. You get to see what they would do. And you every single time someone else goes through it, you see something different. Whereas when you take force on force, you're only ever going to see your scenario, and everyone brings something different to the scenario. Like we constantly were tweaking here and there because of things either we didn't like, or it was like, oh fuck, well we didn't expect that to happen.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, okay, well then how can we make it so that it was just an amazing experience, and the students did great.
Oh yeah. I was blown away by it.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
All the role players did fantastic. There was no way I was not going to be here for their first force on force. It just wasn't happening. I was going to get here for it, and I am just thrilled that I was able to be a part of it.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm like the opportunity to be able to help with this. Like, we all agree.
Yeah.
We're fucking pissed we didn't.
The disappointment is we didn't get to be students. Like, we're all like looking at each other going, damn, we didn't get to take the class.
It's bullshit, Patrick. Find another role player because I'm a student now. But yeah, no, I wanted to take the class. Now, someone who's trained with me and tactical response, Casey, who fucking, god damn, he was fucking spot on. Like, I don't, like, Rev and I were like, I don't know if I could have done as well as he did. Like, his execution, his line of sand.
His decision making was quick. He was making the right choices.
Yep.
He made a choice that sure as fuck no one thought was going to happen. And to the point that someone that he knows, someone that he's trained with, he was able to get into a frame of mind where he absolutely was no longer that person.
Yep. Yeah, his mindset is phenomenal.
Yeah.
His line in the sand is crystal clear, and his decisiveness is on point.
Yep.
Squared away.
Oh yeah, and so he took the fight, and then he took this class, and he still was like, oh, I wish blah blah, and so he still learned. That's one thing is students will beat themselves up. I have.
Oh yeah.
Like even from this one role playing, I was like, damn, I fucked that up. But
I'm the same way.
There's you'll think about some scenario you did in force on force where they may haunt you. I still have some.
I have one that's haunting me from a long time
like because especially when I took it, Ashley was with me, so she take a scenario, I take a scenario, and I had one where I came back and I was like, oh man, like I want to be coming home to you right now, you know, and but that the good thing is like that's where you're learning it, you know, and it's like and I saw sometimes students would beat themselves up, and there was, you know, mostly we're not supposed to talk to them, but there was like small opportunities where like, hey, you know, just look, you're here to learn. You learn, right? Yeah. And the thing I have so much respect for students who take force on force training is because like, dude, no one else does that.
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
Whenever someone gives me an opinion on some gun stuff, but like they've never done like, well, if they haven't had a lot of training, but if they've never done force on force specifically, they're telling me about something that makes them faster. I'm like, dude, like fucking stop. You know, like
spend some money on a force on force class.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. So I just mad respect for the students, for the role players, for the prepared Patriot instructors. They put on such a phenomenal class, and especially with the resources they had to do it. It couldn't have been better. I don't like.
No. Yes.
Phenomenal job, and really, side note to the prepared Patriot, you know, community that they have built is so top notch, and like every house I've been to, everyone I've met, I'm so impressed that it's putting a fire in my ass to bring that shit to Florida and up my game, because I'm like, this needs to be everywhere.
That's awesome.
Now, is there anything else? I don't want to go on and ramble too long for this class. Is there any other notes you would like to have, or anything else you'd like to say about the force on force?
I'd just say it was amazing. It was safe. It stretched the mind.
It couldn't have been safer.
Yeah.
Like the safety component is huge. If you're watching this video, you know what the fuck we're talking about. More than likely, like the safety thing is huge, and of all the things that caused one of many of Patrick's ulcers, the safety component was a huge part of it. And the way he ran it for the safety checks and everything was top notch. Top notch across the board. You know, and I mean, the quality of the class, I knew the quality of the class was going to be great. I knew it was going to be, I had no qualms about coming here to take the class, to role play for the class. And even with that, knowing that it was going to be safe, he still impressed me with the diligence of it. Because the reality is, day 2 is the dangerous day. Because day 1, everyone's, even role players are nervous. Day 2 builds complacency. Oh, it's just Max. You know, I know he's got on his waist. They already patted him down. No,
it was all on
no exceptions.
Yeah,
like
it was like annoying how good it was.
Yes.
Yes. We're like, all right, I walked out of the room. Let's go with everyone banging me down. Yeah, yeah, it was phenomenal.
I'll just sum up. Prepare Patriot did an awesome job.
Yeah,
I'm glad these guys came and visited us, and if you're local in North Carolina or not local, I think we're gonna get combat art training. Andrew up here to host some or run some classes that Patrick and them will host. So come train, man.
Yeah, I plan on taking their classes. Like the final piece of that is, this class blew me away. This community that y'all have built blew me away, and just the level of instruction and the level of training is top notch. Like top notch.
And you the students that an instructor has says something about the instructor. And what the students at Prepare Patriot here, I think what this group of students tell you is volumes, and the students could not be any better.
Right on. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Get your asses up here in North Carolina. Beautiful, like for real. It's like this area makes Florida look like a freaking dump. like a lot of Florida. I'm blown away with my experience here. Thank you guys for watching. Get up here, take some training classes with Prepare Patriot. Thank you for watching. Keep fighting communism, and remember that training saves lives.